Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Mondeo Vignale walk around video. But before we get stuck in with the walk around, if you are enjoying our content and don't fancy missing another video ever again, can I recommend clicking the subscribe button and join our ever-growing community of subscribers. This here is a magnetic grey Ford Mondeo Vignale HEV. That is a hybrid electrical vehicle, meaning we have a high capacity battery in the back, and that will feed the electric motors, so this can drive on full electric on low torque demands such as reversing and slow speeds. When you get to a greater torque demand, the 2 litre TiVCT engine kicks in and takes you where you want to go, and that means combined you get some very good MPG. The TiVCT engine produces 187 PS of power, and that is then feeding an automatic gearbox, CVT. So this vehicle is registered on a 2022 registration, meaning we're going to be taking Ford warranty with us until March 2025. The vehicle itself is on just about 9,800 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once on the dashboard in a moment. So the first port of call this afternoon is the near side front. And here I present to you the beautiful remote central locking key. One click on the unlock button in turn will wake up the daytime running lamps. Daytime runners are giving you ultimate visibility no matter the lighting condition. So even on the brightest of days or the dullest of days, you're always going to be seen. Inside there are some beautiful adaptive LED headlights. Further down we have LED front fogs, and we have parking sensors which trail all the way around that front lip of the bumper. That's significant because that suggests we have the Ford Active Park Assist software on board. This vehicle quite literally park itself for you. We also have a very lovely driver assistance pack fitted. So that little dully bit down there is a front facing radar responsible for things such as pre-collision assist. Starting to make our way around the bumper now, we eventually get to these beautiful magnetic grey alloy wheels. Give you a good look at those. So those are 19 inches in diameter. They are absolutely beautiful. As you can see, we have the Continental Eco Contact 6 tyres fitted as standard, and we also have the silver brake calipers. I left one ajar. Not only does it look pretty, it gives me an opportunity to show you the remaining depth on the tyre. Moving your attention north into the windscreen, we have a few sensors to discuss. First one is that little kiddie there, which is a light sensor. So as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Furthermore, at the top of the windscreen we have 3 more sensors, one being a traffic speed sign recognition camera, one being a light sensor for the auto high beam, and another one being a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Back down to the body of the car now, we have Vignale badges on both front wings, auto folding and power heated door mirrors. Oh, a lot of words there. So what I'm going to do now to demonstrate some more specification, lock the vehicle on the remote central locking. I'll take my camera to half zoom, because on the door handle we have these 4 lines. This suggests we have keyless entry, so one tap behind the door handle will unlock the vehicle, and one tap on those lines will then lock the vehicle. So if I just unlock the vehicle quickly, again I've covered a power heated and folding door mirrors, but at the end of them we have that little icon there, which is a BLIS blind spot assist monitor. That will illuminate orange if someone is in your blind spot, either on the near side or the off side of the vehicle. Keep an eye out for these mirrors because they will fold in a second, because I haven't opened the door, so the keyless entry will expire after a period of time. So we have rear privacy glass, so it really aids with that 2-way colour scheme, so even the rear window there is privaceyed as well. So that black and the magnetic grey, a really nice colour combination. So at this stage of the video I take a step back and get nice and tight to the offside of the body. I just gently rock the camera along the offside, showing you just how beautiful all of the body panels are. Hopefully using the light to advantage, so you might have just missed it, but there goes the mirrors folding in again, locking the vehicle for the keyless entry. So about down to the offside rear wheel, not forgetting it, giving you a good look at that. Now we can progress around the back of the bumper, and we have rear parking sensors which are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. We'll look inside the boot in just a second, but before we do we need to give the near side the exact same treatment. So again, get nice and tight to it, just gently rocking the camera down the near side of the body. As you can tell, this vehicle is fueled by petrol on the near side rear quarter. So now we can link that round to the near side rear, like so. Give you a good look at that. Lovely condition alloys. Please don't mistake that little bit of white on there for a mark. That's actually polish. And then to the near side front wheel. Again, the premium contact 6 tyre as standard, and again in fantastic condition. It's worth noting as well, on these Vignale Mondeos, keyless entry is on every door handle. So if you had your hands full of maybe a child or shopping, you can gain entry nice and easy to the vehicle. So that's the exterior. Now we can have a look inside. So we can double click the unlock function. It's not a power tailgate, but it is very convenient the way it pops up halfway, and it's just a matter of pulling the rest up. So we still have a very large capacity boot space. So that little hump there is where the high voltage battery is stored underneath. That is a self-charging battery again, so as you drive along, the vehicle will charge that up, so it will fill the battery up ready to go for low torque demand driving, again only aiding your MPG. But it's still a perfectly sized boot, so big enough for golf clubs, I'd imagine. Get them in horizontally, not a problem. A couple of suitcases, sports equipment. I mean, it's a closed boot system on here, so I wouldn't recommend putting any dogs or animals in this one. Be sensible, guys, come on. But underneath the boot liner here, to pull this up, is a tyre sealant kit and a compressor, so hopefully this will get you out of trouble if you had a deflation such as a screw or a nail in your tyre. It's a perfect system to repair it temporarily. Moving ourselves round now to the offside, and we're going to have a look inside the vehicle. Again, keyless entry, all door handles, so it's nice and easy. The key can remain in my pocket throughout the drive. So starting off the interior tour with the door cards, the Vignales come with this lovely synthetic leather with a white strip all the way down the middle. Soft touch armrests, and we have 4 electric windows, so you have a corresponding switch on every door card. Moving the camera up now, we can have a look at these beautiful, and I mean these are beautiful, rear seats in this Mondeo Vignale. So there's a perforated ebony leather, and it's nice and padded, nice and durable. It's going to last you the test of time, and you get this lovely, again, white Vignale strip all the way through it. Lovely subtle grey stitching as well. But again, it's perforated, it's going to be nice and breathable, very comfortable on those long journeys. If you did carry the smaller humans of this world, you will require an ISO fixing seat. So you have one on the right hand rear and one again on the left hand rear. In the central console there, we do have rear air conditioning fans. We do have the buttons for the rear heated seats, so they are 2-way adjustable heated seats there, and also a 12-volt power socket is featured at the bottom. Very easy to pop a converter in there. Then you've got 2 USBs. That's the rear. Let's have a look at all the goodies inside the front, and believe me, there is a lot of goodies to discuss. So again, starting at the door cards, have this nice little pine strip down there leading to the door handle, and next to the door handle we have your interior locking and 3-way driver's seat memory function. Below on this cluster, all 4 window controls. We have the folding mirrors, and we also have the electrically adjustable mirrors there. This button here is the child lock for the rear windows as well. Nice constructed door down there, so you can put your bits and bobs, your drinks in there. You know I love a cup holder. So spinning the camera around for the last time this afternoon, we can see the front passenger and driver's seat. So again, that beautiful ebony leather perforated in the back and base part. We have that classic Vignale white strip all the way around the seat. Now these seats, believe me, are rather special. Not only are they electrically adjustable, so we have a 1 and a 2-way forward and backwards, a 3 and a 4 is your front tilt, you can see that. 5 and a 6 is your height adjustment, 7 and 8 is your rear tilt, and 9 and 10 is your lumbar support. But I shall come back to that in a second. That is a bit special. Anyway, jumping inside the car now, you may hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Wonderful. Please just allow me to take my hood off, readjust myself so you can all hear me nice and clearly. Right, so it's very nice. We haven't got sun glaring at us this afternoon. So starting at the left hand side of the screen there, we have the mileage, which has disappeared. So foot on the brake, the light goes green, 1 click of that, and that should power up our screen again. So as you can see, Mileage on this vehicle is 9,770.7 to be exact at the time of this video. The construction of the screens, the digital driver display, just going to zoom out quickly. We have arrows on the left and right hand side of the steering wheel, and they correspond to the corresponding screen ahead of them. To begin, we're going to be doing the left hand screen, which I like to call the driver display. This is where you'll find all the essential information about the vehicle. So furthest right is the fuel gauge, and on the left hand side we have what is the EV average MPG. Come down out of that, we got EM power, then we've got my view, which you can configure to be your preferences. Live tyre pressures there. Again, those tyre pressures aren't at manufacturer specification at the moment. This vehicle is about to go through our workshops and have a mechanical used car prep, and what that is done is carried out by Ford qualified technicians, and they will adjust every light, level and pressure to the manufacturer's specification. So where they might be a bit high, we're aware it's about to get rectified. Don't you worry about that. Coming down once more, when we have all your different chip computers and other goodies such as that. Coming out of there, we can come down to settings. In your settings page, we have your vehicle tab. In vehicle, we have all your goodies such as remote start. So please download the 4Pass Connect application, then you get the ability of remote start. We've got tire mobility kit, windows, wipers, so in there we'll just be referring to rain sensing wipers and the goodies such as that. Coming down, we can then go into driver assistance. So I mentioned earlier we have a very strong driver assistance pack on this Mondeo. That includes pre-collision assist, your traffic sign recognition software, speed limiter, tyre monitor, traction control, local hazard information, BLIS, blind spot assist, and we've got the cruise control, the adaptive cruise control, driver alert, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist. Again, I think we've covered that whole menu, so loads of software on board keeping you and your passengers nice and safe. In the middle is an analog speedo with miles per hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. Just below that we have the gear selector indicator. To the right hand side, a handbrake warning sign, a seatbelt warning sign, and the green ready sign. Without that, in a hybrid or a full electric car, well, you're not going anywhere. And on the right hand screen is where you'll find all of your media information. So we have Heart 80s there at the moment because that is our radio station programmed, but once you've got your preset in there, it'd be nice and easy to change radio station accordingly. DAB, CD players, we'll come to that, I don't want to ruin the video just yet. So again, your media is done to the left hand side. So that is the driver display. Again, we've covered the arrows. Below those arrows on the right hand side are media controls such as a volume up and down, a previous, next and pick up and decline phone call, and we have a voice command button and a mute button. The left hand side of the steering wheel is where you'll find all of the adaptive cruise controls. So you can adjust your distance to the vehicle in front there, you can set your speed plus and minus, and you also have the intelligent speed limiter featured top right. Progressing the video now into the central reservation of this Mondeo. First off, we start with cubby holes. This is a very well constructed cubby hole. I'm a big fan of it. You've got this little flap as well. When you lift that up, you've got an abundance of space there. Loads of goodies can go in there. That is where you keep your sweets. Anyone's a driver, that's a sweet compartment. In there, adjustable cup holders, tension sprung loaded, so you put your bottle in there, it's not falling out, it's not covering your passenger in your coffee or anything like that. So very nicely constructed cup holders. I don't understand cars that don't have cup holders, we all drink. This button here is for forward park assist. I'll come back to that. We have one to turn it into an eco drive mode, one to turn off the parking sensors. Here's the controls for the beautiful CVT gearbox, and we have all the relevant drive positions. We have an unlock feature at the front there, so you can't accidentally put it into another gear, but basically you can bring it down to the relevant drive position. And that button on the right hand side is hill descent control. Typically we're in Essex, the flattest county of the land, but if you do go somewhere a bit more adventurous, you may require hill descent. I'm going to bypass the heating controls just for now, just to show you the high definition reversing camera. And on the top right hand side, as you can see, is the proximity sensors for the front and rear parking sensors. That will give you an intermittent beep that will increase in frequency as you get closer to the object in question. So popping the vehicle back into park, and we shall come back to the screen. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's talk about seats. These seats are incredible. So not only are they 10-way electrically adjustable, and we have 3-way memory function, not only are they heated seats, but they're also air conditioning seats. So if you do suffer with a warm bottom in those summer months, and you might be requiring a cool breeze to relax you on your long drive, then air conditioning seats might be for you. And if that's not enough to keep you in the zone whilst driving, back to that lumbar support button on the seat, this is a massaging seat. So the front two seats have the massage ability, so you can click massage and then set your massage. So currently, as you can see, my lower base part is having a high intensity massage, with the lower back part only a low intensity massage. So whereas I'm doing this video, I might be longing out a little bit to enjoy the pleasures of these wonderful seats. Not only there, as you can see, we have the adjust format. So let's just turn the massaging function off, but you can adjust all of your seat by here. So you can see there, you can bring in the sides to make it a bit more grit around the side of you. You can bring in the bottom bit, make that more supportive if you like. But you know, if you do suffer getting comfortable in a vehicle, these are some of the best seats I've ever sat in. And that's just not saying that. These are lovely. Anyway, that's enough about the seats. Come but your bum on one and see what I'm going on about. Back down here are the controls for the heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So we have dual zone air conditioning, so both sides of the cabin can be set to individual temperatures. I am a car fanatic, so I like buttons, I like things to push, things to look at, dials, pushing buttons, lovely. Oh, let's turn the fan speed down. So I'm a big fan of this cluster. I think it's very well thought out. But those of you that like things on the screen, there you have it, a climate screen on the Sync 3.4 module. As you can see, you can adjust all the temperatures from there as well. You've got your heated steering wheel featured bottom right, and yeah, so if you like the digital readout instead of just the physical buttons, you have the different options. So back down to the buttons there, this is the Sony audio sound system. So you've got Sony speakers throughout the vehicle, so a very crisp sound system. And this thing in the middle, that's where you put CDs in. So unfortunately we don't have a disc in at the moment, and I'd imagine all of your CDs are up in the loft, but no, get them back out. It's time to release the albums of the 2000s. So now let's talk about the screen. Let's conclude this video talking about this screen. So this is a Sync 3.4 module. We have the dark blue band at the bottom, so we know it's the updated software. Very beautifully devised into audio bottom left. Various sources in this one, such as AM, FM, DAB, CD player and Bluetooth audio connectivity. The next tile along is your climate screen, which we've covered already. Then we have phone connectivity. This is where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. Next up in navigation is the Sync navigation. I use it all the time on my vehicle. It's never let me down. I very much enjoy using it. For example, please click the search box once the keyboard is loaded. If you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this Vignale, you shall need Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha. That simple. Click search box, and like so, that will navigate you straight here to Perkins. Clearly I'm here already, so I'm not going to click start, but don't forget you can have your navigation directions appear on the right hand screen ahead of you. And once you have all your favourites and points of interest and home destinations programmed in, it's quite literally a click of the button to program your navigation. Across now into settings, this is where you can adjust all of the goodies on the settings. You can do your vehicle settings there as well, voice control, and that's the 4Pass Connect app I was referring to. And that'll enable things such as remote start. Apple CarPlay. This screen is supportive of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so whichever software you have on your mobile device, plug it in using a USB port down there and a USB data cable, and your iPhone, for example, will be mirrored onto this screen here. Please see my photograph with Apple CarPlay plugged in, and that means you can take advantage of some of the applications on your phone, such as your phone, your audible text messages. You have podcasts, audio books. Navigation is the most popular. So navigation, well, you do have a fantastic forward nav, but if you did prefer using Apple Maps, Google Maps, or even Waze, that's the popular one these days, then they're all compatible on the screen, so you can use them. One of my favourite features after using Apple CarPlay almost daily is the use of my voice assistant. So on iPhone we get Siri, on Android it is Google Assistant. So click the voice command button on the steering wheel, and that will then activate your voice assistant on your phone, and from there you can make it do commands. So where it's make phone calls, send audible text messages, watch the cricket time start tomorrow, anything you like, but it's all hands-free. So it's a fantastic feature. I think I've covered just about everything today. I might have missed some things, and if you did have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you did find this useful, please subscribe, like the video, and leave us a lovely comment below. Any information you might need, give us a call on 01376 550 899, and I'll be speaking to you very soon with some more lovely Perkins Garages stock. Bye bye for now.